welcome back to my channel. I'm James. Today I'm gonna thrill and excite you with my brand new top upcoming 4K UltraHD Blu Ray movies and TV series releases, big 4K movie announcements, reveals, collectors film chat, episode number 56. And we have so much to dive into and talk about today, from big studio announcements they've shared with me. To be honest, I've been blown away because of the amount of emails I'm getting daily from the studios. I wake up each morning with anywhere between 20 to 30 announcement emails each morning that I go through, gather all the data, compile it all together, create the scripts for these massive announcement videos. Now, I also want to share some very exciting news. My channel has just surpassed 155,000 subscribers. It is simply mind-blowing. I am blown away by all of your love and support you've all provided this year and over the last many years. But this year has been a massive resurgence for physical media and this YouTube channel. And I just want to say thank you to every single one of you. It still is shocking and surprising to me on a daily basis to see all the outpouring of love and support from all of you. For all of these videos I create here on my channel, it really means the world to me and my family, and I want to make sure to say thank you. Now, I wanted to share my personal goal for this channel for the rest of this year. I'm hoping we can hit 200,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Now, if we reach that number, we will reach a plateau that has never been reached by any physical media news and review channel anywhere in the world. And if we can get this channel to surpass 200,000 subscribers, this channel would become the #1 first physical media channel in the entire world to ever reach and surpass 200,000 subscribers, which would be amazing. I truly believe we can do it with the amount of growth I've seen and excitement for my videos in this channel. I know all of you that have been loving this content, keep liking and subscribing to this channel, share these videos, keep sharing them so they can discover the joy of collecting and owning physical media through my videos. It's something that I love to see all of the brand new collectors as well as seasoned collectors like myself, but there's been so many new collectors messaging me, emailing me, commenting, saying that they discovered collecting physical media through these videos. And I love to see it. I love to see all of the resurgence of all the studios releasing so many massive releases and constantly continuing to release more and more. And I know my channel has been a massive part of the physical media resurgence this year, and it's amazing to see. And it's a really exciting time that all of you are a part of this amazing community. Now, I had a ton of questions after my last review video on Nightmare on Elm Street, where I shared about some of my health issues and kind of all of the work that goes into creating these massive videos. And they were asking how can they support this channel more and the creation of these videos. And that's why I always share, it's always extremely important. If you want to support this channel and the creation of these videos, always make sure to go down and click and buy through those direct Amazon sale links I pin as a comment in the comment section right below. When you click on those, that's truly the best way you can support this channel. Simply by buying through those, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but when you click and buy through those, that supports the creation of these videos. That goes back into all the time, the work, and when you click and buy through those links, it helps out with not only the channel, but it goes back into helping with the medical conditions and all the things that I deal with and put into the creation of all of these videos. So truly, when I say that's important to click and buy through those links, you have no idea how truly important that really is. It means the world to me and my family. That's how I'm able to constantly do this full time with all of you. And that's how I've been able to do this professionally for over 8 years now with all of you. So when I share, it's very important. If you enjoy these videos and these videos have helped you out over the years, always make sure to click and buy through those direct Amazon sale links right down there below. Now, starting off on October 22nd, one of the biggest physical media release dates of the entire year. We're getting Ghost from 1990 in the Paramount Presents #8 limited edition line. Now, these are truly limited edition releases. They only print so many, they go out of print, and then they become extremely expensive on the aftermarket. Now, for this film, it got a brand new 4K restoration of the original camera negative. It's being released as a native 4K with Dolby Vision HDR10 Master and Dolby True HD 5.1 audio mix. Now, this is one of those supernatural romance films from the 90s that I've always really enjoyed. Patrick Swayze's great in it, Demi Moore's great in it, and I'm very glad it's finally getting its due on 4K. Now, we're also getting M. Night Shyamalan's The Sixth Sense from 1999. This is being released for its 25th anniversary with a brand new 4K scan and restoration of the original camera negative. It's going to be a native 4K with HDR10 Master and DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. Now, if you haven't checked out my previous review of Unbreakable by M. Night Shyamalan, that is one of the previous releases that they did on 4K. It was a very enjoyable and good 4K release. I really think Disney stepped it up with that one, and this is going to continue that with their new 4K restorations, continuing M. Night Shyamalan's films. This is one of those I've always really enjoyed with Bruce Willis. I think the twist in it is great, and every time I watch it I find little things that I never noticed before, because M. Night Shyamalan had so many little things he would hide in his films that the more you watch them, you realize he gave hints to different elements, and they're tied together with other universes of his films, because a lot of his films take place in similar universes, and I love all those little hidden nods he puts in his movies. Now, Disney and Sony let me know they are planning to send this to me early for review. I should have it a couple of days before the release date to work on the video and hopefully get it up right before the release date, but it'll all be based on how soon, when they send it overnight by FedEx, how soon it actually arrives for review. But this is one of those I am looking forward to diving into. Now, we're also going to be getting M. Night Shyamalan's Signs from 2002. This has Mel Gibson in it. It's a slick sci-fi thriller. It's actually one of my personal favorite films of his. I love Sixth Sense, but Signs was even better than that. And this is one of those that I'm excited to check out because it also got a brand new 4K scan and restoration of the original camera negative, native 4K, HDR10, and DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. Another one of those that Disney is diving into the vault to provide more of these live action films from their massive catalog of live action films. As I shared, there's more of these that I know Disney is working on. I share those in my Studio Insider video series if you haven't checked that out yet. There's dozens of things I share that I know about are being worked on for 4K restorations and 4K releases. This is one of those though that I'm very excited for. Disney let me know I should have this in early for review as well. It's being sent at the same time as Sixth Sense, so I am hoping it comes early enough that I can get that review up before the release date. But this is another one of those that, again, this is the year for M. Night Shyamalan films. If you like any of his films, man, there's so many coming out that I've announced. Now, talking about Bruce Willis, we're also getting another 90s Bruce Willis film in Death Becomes Her from 1992. Now, this got a brand new native 4K transfer of the original 35mm camera negative. It's going to have Dolby Vision, HDR10 Master, and DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix in one of these collector's limited slipcover edition sets. This is one of those Bruce Willis. It's got Goldie Hawn in it and Meryl Streep, and it's one of those that has some black comedy and humor mixed with some like sci-fi fantasy. It's a blast of a film. Now, according to my contacts at Shout Studios, they did work on fixing the color grading issues that were present on the previous Blu-ray. They're supposed to have all been fixed on this to provide the accurate natural skin tone colors that was incorrect on the previous Blu-ray. Those are all gone. That were supposedly those gray skin tones in numerous scenes. Now they have the natural skin tones the way they're supposed to, so all that's been fixed. So this is one of those that I'm looking forward to checking out. Now, on the same day and date, we're also getting The Hitcher from 1986, but in a Warner Brothers basically standard edition set that's a very cheaper version of what's contained on this. Now, I'm going to point something out though. It does not contain any of the limited edition contents or any of the extra special features behind the scenes. It is a bare bones 4K release of simply the 4K disc. So basically, if you've gotten this release, it's the exact same restoration and native 4K transfer that's present on the previous release that I talked about numerous times here on the channel. If you've bought either the standard 4K edition of this, or if you bought this limited edition box set like what I'm holding here in my hands, the one from Second Sight is the exact same 4K restoration. So you're getting the exact same contents on that single disc from Warner Brothers here in the US, but it's bare bones. It's missing all of the extra behind the scenes, basically talking with the cast, all the work that was done on the film, all of the essays, the books, the limited edition contents. None of that is present on this US version from Warner Brothers. Now, it does contain the same Dolby Atmos as well, so exact same native 4K and audio is what you got on this release. But if you didn't want any of the behind the scenes, any of the special features, all you wanted was basically the movie on a 4K disc, It's being released on its own, and I'll put that link down there below for that one. Now we're also going to be getting the Wolfman, one of my favorite gothic horror mystery thrillers from 2010. It's severely underrated. A lot of people missed out on it. It's one of my favorite Wolfman movies from the Universal Monsters collection. Basically, this is in the Universal Monsters universe, and I absolutely love the film. Well, for this 4K release, they pulled out all the stops, and they did a brand new 4K restoration of the unrated director's cut and the theatrical cut of the film, along with Dolby Vision HDR10 masters, along with a massive treat, a brand new immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. That right there was the biggest selling point for me, and it was an instant pre-order. This one's not being sent for review. The studio is very specific on this one. They didn't send it to a review for anybody. It's simply that I had to order it, which I did instantly because I did not want to miss out on this one. It's coming in a collector's limited slipcover edition set as well. I really like the artwork on it, and because they're doing all the extra work to provide Dolby Atmos, Dolby Vision, HDR10, I am thrilled, because this is one of those that I cannot wait to hear, like when he's clanging over the tops of the roofs and the scratching through the tops of the tiles, and all of the elements that I've done correctly with that immersive Dolby Atmos is really going to be one of those treats that you're going to sit there year after year saying, man, it was worth the price of admission alone for that Dolby Atmos. So this is one of those that really surprised me, because Shout Studios, just like I suggested to them, has been doing a ton more Dolby Atmos mixes on more and more of their 4K releases. And I've shared that with them numerous times, and they are listening. And they are providing more of these on these 4K releases, which is massive exciting news for all of us physical media fans. Now, along with that, they're providing a bunch of new behind the scenes special features, as well as other bonus special features exclusive to this 4K release. Now, another comedy release that I'm personally excited for is Vacation from 2015. Now, this is the rebooted, basically, sequel to National Lampoon's Vacation. It actually has a lot of the original National Lampoon's Vacation cast that appears in it, and it's basically a rebooted of the kids going off on their own to Wally World, and I really enjoyed it. It's got Christina Applegate in it and Ed Helms. It's very funny. Well, Warner Brothers, for a bunch of their catalog releases, these are being released as Amazon exclusive manufacturer on demand releases. Now, I put all of the direct Amazon links down there below, including all of the exclusive manufacturer on demand Amazon releases. I put those down there below as well, but these are coming out with Dolby Vision HDR10 with their brand new native 4K transfers, along with DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. Now, what's unique is Warner Brothers, for all of these catalog releases, are diving into and providing Dolby Vision on all of these now. And Warner Brothers is listening as well. I've talked to them numerous times about providing more of their releases with Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision, and they're starting to do that with both of them. Dolby Vision is appearing on more and more of their catalog releases, and it's exciting news for this comedy film because it's a fun time. It's back before everybody got offended and basically comedy could actually be funny, where it basically would make fun of all genres, all groups of people, and people didn't get as easily offended. And these are some of those comedies that I really enjoyed that they just don't make anymore. So I am glad this one's finally coming out on 4K. Now, continuing the Warner Brothers catalog releases, we're finally getting the Intern from 2015 with a brand new 4K transfer, Dolby Vision HDR10, and DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. Now, this is another Amazon exclusive manufacturer on demand releases. Only a select few retailers even have the option to get these, and Amazon's one of them. I put that link down there below. But again, Warner Brothers using Dolby Vision, make sure they're providing these catalog releases with all the specs we want to watch these for years to come. And this is one of those comedy dramas from Nancy Meyers that are always really a fun time. I really like Anne Hathaway in this, and Robert De Niro was fun in it as well. Now, we're also getting another Warner Brothers catalog release in Tag, which is based on a true story. Now, this ensemble film came out in 2018, and it's like an action comedy mixed with a bunch of elements from the true story of what actually happened. It really was surprisingly a good time. There's a lot of really good comedic beats and over-the-top action scenes that there's so many cast members in it that are really fun to watch. Well, Warner Brothers stepped up and provided the goods again with a new native 4K transfer, Dolby Vision HDR10 Master, and DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix, another Amazon exclusive manufacturer on demand release. So they print them in very small batches, and it's basically a way for the studio to save cost without printing tens of thousands of these at one time, especially with the disc supply issues. They print them in smaller batches to basically be able to release them and get more catalog releases out. And I'm perfectly fine with it because, to be honest with you, the previous batches of these that I've owned all of them now have been pretty darn good looking and sounding 4K releases that I very much enjoyed. Now, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to go down and give this video a like and a thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you're notified right away whenever I release any of these big announcement or reveal videos. You never want to miss out on any of this content. So make sure to go down there, give this video a like and a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. Now on October 22nd, we're also getting Hellraiser, Quartet of Torment, the 4-movie, 6 cuts of the film, limited edition box set. Now these horror films were released from 1987 to 1996 and they all got brand new 4K restorations of the original camera negatives, Dolby Vision, HDR10 masters, and DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. Now this is releasing in a limited edition Pinhead box that has basically different artwork as you pull the top of the box off. Now this was previously released in the UK, this is the US version. So the UK one sold out, now the US version is coming out. 2 different editions, basically same contents, but 2 different editions. So the US version, I don't expect it to last forever. It will eventually sell it as well. But these films are not really my cup of tea. So I can't tell you if I like the films or don't, because I really just don't have interest in them. They're not really my style of a horror film, but there is a massive following for them. So I wanted to make sure that all of you are aware of them so you don't miss out on them. Now we're also getting the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari from 1920. Now Kino Lorber did send this to me a full 2 weeks early for review for me to dive into and test for all of you. Now for this release, they did a brand new 4K restoration and it is a native 4K. Along with that, it has a new orchestral score by Jeff Beal and a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. But it's one of those silent films where it's just an orchestral score. There's no actual like talking throughout it. It's silent and then you have the orchestral score and then it has scenes where basically the words come up explaining what's going on. And then basically because it came out in 1920, there's scenes of basically action and movement of what's going on. Then it will pause where it'll tell you what's going on and then it goes back to the scenes. It's a unique experience. It's very highly stylized and it has different colors for basically each of the segments throughout the film. Now, I had never seen this film previously. This was my first time experiencing it. I will tell you I did some research before I watched it so I could understand what I was getting into. My understanding is the film elements, because this came out in 1920, were not handled or stored well at all. So there is massive damage, there's tears, blots, splotches, hairs, rips, everything you can possibly imagine appears on the image throughout this. It's not a pristine or beautiful image. Even with the restoration, I cannot imagine how massively poor this must have looked before the restoration. It's a very rough viewing experience. It's not one of those you're going to sit there and say, man, that was beautiful or amazing looking. Throughout the entire runtime, it's rough. Now, I did dive into and test out the rough average bitrate. It does have a high, healthy, and strong 90 megabits per second. So they did a good job with that. It's just the original film elements are so severely poor and damaged, there's just only so much they could do. So that's where my review score comes into play in this. I'd never seen the film before. As I said, it's rough. It's not one of those that I really enjoyed watching because it's just not my cup of tea. But I watched it and went into it with an open mind anyways. As always, I'm going to be upfront and honest with all of you, as all of you know, even when things are sent for review, just like this was, my review score for this, image and sound quality wise, is a 3.5. And it's just rough. There's not much in it that I can say is absolutely amazing. And that's why image and sound quality, that's the quality for a 1920s film that just had so many horrible things happen to it and it was never stored properly. This is the best that's ever going to exist. So I applaud them for releasing it on 4K because I like having niche titles like this that are just unique pieces of cinema's history. And they did a nice job with this glossy slipcover, and it has reversible artwork on the 4K. And it is one of those that, depending on how much of a cinephile you are, this might be one you want to add to your collection because it's a big piece of cinema history. Now on October 22nd, we're also getting one of the biggest releases of the year in Deadpool and Wolverine, the Marvel Cinematic Universe 2024 superhero comedy action adventure film. Now, this is being released as a native 4K with Dolby Vision, HDR10 Master, and Dolby Atmos audio mix. Again, Disney providing Dolby Vision, HDR10, And that Dolby Atmos I am very excited to experience for this film, because for an action film like this, in cinemas it had some very immersive elements that I am very excited to experience on my reference quality Dolby Atmos setup. I really want to hear the hype channels get a real workout, and LFE, I cannot wait to experience this. Now, it is coming out in 3 different flavors. Now, I previously shared it's coming in 2 different limited edition steelbooks, a Deadpool variant, a Wolverine variant, and a slipcover edition. Now, I've had a lot of questions asked about the price. My understanding is because of all the disc issues and everything else going on in the industry, prices for limited edition steelbooks and standard slipcovers are starting to go up industry-wide, but there's a lot of other ones. If you've noticed, a lot of the limited edition releases are becoming more expensive because disc issues, supply, demand, it all goes hand in hand. And that's what I've talked about over the year here on this channel. It is one of those things though, if you look back to like the 80s, heck, back in the 80s for VHSs, for a single Star Trek series VHS, we used to pay $69.99, and that had no special features on it, and it only had 2 episodes on it. So if you look at it that way, we're getting a lot more content, it is more expensive. But it's still one of those, I love the film so much that the limited edition steelbook is what I pre-ordered. I wanted to make sure I supported this because this is one of those, the fact that they're doing Dolby Vision now, just like we've all asked for years, I want to support these releases so that they continue to do more and more releases with Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, and I want them to dive more and more into all of these live action and catalog releases with those specs. So that's why I'm supporting this. Now we're also going to be getting Twisters from 2024, the action disaster thriller film that was very good. Now it's being released as a native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision, HDR10 master, and an immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. Now I previously reviewed Twister, which had one of the best reference quality Dolby Atmos audio mixes that I've tested and reviewed. I did that in my previous top upcoming episode number 38 video. I dived into, tested, and reviewed it and shared all of my thoughts on that. It was an amazing release for Twister. This is one of those that I am hoping they continue that amazing immersive Dolby Atmos that we got on Twister in Twisters, because if so, we're in for a massive treat. Now let me know if you've gotten Twister and experienced that amazing immersive Dolby Atmos that I reviewed in that video. Start the conversation in the comment section below and let me know from this massive announcement video what you're excited and thrilled for. It's always important to start that conversation down there so that way the studio sees what from each announcement video that I release that you're excited for. They like to see your excitement for all of the releases I announce. I love to see it too. I'm a massive collector like all of you, just like all of you know all of these behind me. I love physical media and I love sharing the joy and fun of collecting physical media. Heck, that's the whole purpose of this channel, is to get all of you the chance to own and collect all of these without dealing with the aftermarket. I love sharing all of this and I love talking and watching physical media. That's why I always say share your excitement down below with me as well. I love to see all of your excitement for these releases as well. Now continuing October 22nd, we're also getting Borderlands, which is based on the hit video game series that I personally really love. Now, Eli Roth released this film, and I basically understand is it was basically butchered and cut up by the studios, which is why it didn't do as well in cinemas. Now, I'm still excited because I love the video game so much that I'm just excited to see what they do with it. The trailer looked really over the top. I haven't gotten to see it yet, but it is being released as a native 4K, Dolby Vision, HDR10, and Dolby Atmos in 2 different flavors. We're getting a limited edition steelbook release that's an Amazon exclusive only, and it's of Claptrap. I really loved that limited edition steelbook look. I loved how it had the slipcover over the outside with Claptrap and the yellow steelbook. That is the one that I am excited for. It was an instant pre-order for me because I love Claptrap from the video games. So the fact that they did a steelbook with him on it, that sold me right away. Now there is a standard slipcover version as well. I'll put the links for both down below, but the Amazon exclusive limited edition steelbook, that is the one that is Amazon exclusive only. So if you're a big steelbook collector and you're interested in that one, that's the one that I pre-ordered because I really like that steelbook. And I love those Lionsgate. They're very collectible steelbooks because Lionsgate only prints a very small amount of them and then they sell out and go on the aftermarket for ridiculous prices. Lionsgate is known for this. It's very small quantities that they print of their limited edition steelbooks and then they're gone. Now let me know in the comment section if you're going to be picking up the limited edition steelbook of Borderlands, and if you enjoyed the film in cinemas, or if you're just kind of like me and you like the video games so you're just wanting to get the 4K anyways. Now we're also going to be getting Gumo from 1997 from the Criterion collection. Now this got a brand new 4K digital restoration. It's going to be a native 4K with Dolby Vision, HDR10 master, and DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. Now this is another one of those films I've never seen. I do think the cover artwork looks pretty cool with the neon colors. But it's one of those that I gotta say, with all the films I've gotta watch lately and all those that I'm excited for, it's kind of one of those that's on the bottom of the pile of something that I'm gonna buy. It's just one of those I'm not really excited to check it out because there's so much other stuff I'm watching, reviewing, testing out right now. But let me know if you're excited to check out this 4K and add this one to your collection. Continuing the massive day for physical media, we're still on October 22nd, mind-blowing here. We are getting Columbia Classics Volume 5 Limited Edition Box Set Collection. My understanding is this is the final one. It says complete your Columbia Classics collections with Volume 5. The studio, I've asked numerous times, are they planning to ever do any more? They only basically said, according to the press release, that's what they referred me back to, is complete your Columbia Classics collection. So this is Volume 5. I am excited for these. I've collected all of them since number 1. This limited edition box set contains 10 new 4K Ultra HD releases. 4 of them are Columbia Classics 1920s films that are being restored and released as native 4K SDR masters, along with an 80-page hardbound behind-the-scenes limited edition book. They are very nice coffee table books. I read through them. They have gorgeous glossy pictures talking about behind the scenes of each of the films included in this box set, along with an exclusive bonus disc that is only in this limited edition box set. Sony never releases that disc or the book ever again. And all the films that are getting brand new 4K restorations of the original camera negatives, native 4Ks, Dolby Vision, HDR10 masters, are All the King's Men from 1949, On the Waterfront from 1954, A Man for All Seasons 1966, Tootsie 1982, Martin Scorsese's The Age of Innocence 1993, and Little Women from 2019. Now this is a different version of Little Women. This is the more modern one, not the one that I previously announced, which is more a holiday Christmas film. This is actually the 2019 version. I did enjoy the 2019 one, but the actual more holiday one is the one I really enjoy the most. But in this box set, it is a massive release. I am very excited that they've continued these because all of the films are must-own films, along with new Dolby Atmos audio mixes for the films. This is really exciting because they're providing all those original 1920s films with new native 4K transfers, as well as all 6 of those other films. That is an exciting thing that they're putting all of those great specs into this limited edition box set. Now, Sony was specific. A lot of these they're not planning to release ever again. That is why it's a limited edition, just like with previous releases. Some of the films in their limited edition Columbia Classics Volumes collections, they never release separately later on. So if you're interested in the films in this box set, I always tell everybody don't wait on these ones because they are extremely expensive on the aftermarket. If you follow me here on my channel, I've talked about them over the years. They go for hundreds upon hundreds of dollars. Heck, the first one went for several $1,000s for quite a long time. And that's why if you're interested in this, don't wait. Now, same day and date, we're also getting Caligula, the Ultimate Cut Limited Edition set. Now, there's been a lot of controversy surrounding the 2 different companies that are releasing this film on 4K. This is the one from Umbrella, which includes all 5 different cuts of the film. The one that's being released as a standard release only through one retailer in the US, it's not being released anywhere else, is a botched and messed up release. Basically, they deceived people by telling them it was going to include all the additional cuts. They even announced it as the ultimate cut and then basically backstepped it recently. That is not this version. The link I'm going to put down below is the only version of this film that has all of the different cuts of the film with all of the additional basically sexual content and violence. All the different versions are in this 4K release only. But basically that retailer handled things poorly, as well as basically dealing with them as an exclusive release on that other 4K. I won't talk about it too much because it's really a nasty mess, but basically that release is just a butchered, messed up release. The way that whole thing was handled, both by the company and by the folks selling it and everything they did, is just really shady, and it really just I can't stand it. But anyhow, this one has all of the cuts of the film with brand new 4K restorations and reconstruction of the original camera negatives. It's a native 4K with HDR10 master and DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. It is a region-free box set, so all the discs you'll be able to play and enjoy, and this is the only one that has everything it's supposed to have with the ultimate cuts included. All that stuff that went on, that is not this release. This studio umbrella is putting all the work and time in to provide the correct version with all the cuts that all of you have wanted. Now, I'll put the direct Amazon sale link for this exact version down below. As long as you always buy through my direct Amazon sale links, you're getting the exact versions I'm talking about and sharing in these videos, not that butchered version that's basically through that shady company and all the what they did that's wrong. That is not this version. I'll put the exact correct version down below. Now, this is the part of the video series where I jump out ahead to give you some big studio announcements and things that you need to be aware of about limited edition steelbooks and limited edition releases so you don't miss out on them. So starting off here on November 1st, we are getting Long Legs, but in a limited edition steelbook region-free release. Now, originally in the US here, we only got a standard, basically, case release. I'll put the link down there for the limited edition steelbook if you really want to collect that limited edition steelbook for Long Legs. I found out the studio is releasing a limited edition steelbook. I know a lot of you are really excited and love limited edition steelbooks, so I wanted to make sure you didn't miss out on this before it goes out of print. Now, jumping out to November 5th, we're getting another Christmas film in The Last Christmas from 2019. Now, Universal Studios just let me know they're releasing this with a new native 4K transfer, HDR10 master, along with a brand new treat, an immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. So they're providing some new immersive content with that Dolby Atmos for this holiday classic. This is one of those Christmas holiday films that my wife and I really did enjoy. We enjoy going back to it. We have it on Blu Ray. We're thrilled they're providing Dolby Atmos for this because it is a fun, heartwarming, and touching film. Now, it does have some crude and crass humor in it, but it is one of those adult Christmas holiday films that we watch at night after the kids go to bed, and we have a blast with it because it has a really good twist to it and a good meaning and purpose behind the story that I really do enjoy. So I'm glad the studios are continuing their Christmas holiday films coming out on 4K towards the end of this year, but they're really kind of throwing them on last minute. I gotta say, these are last minute announcements. Studios literally just let me know the day I'm filming this that this is coming out, and it's only coming out in a couple of weeks here. So that's why I want to make sure all of you are aware so that way you can order your copy. Now, the links are just going live for this, so if they're blinking in and out of stock, just come back and click through that link down there below. Now, moving out to November 26th, we got a big release in the Alfred Hitchcock, the iconic 6-film collection limited edition book set. Now, this is coming with 6 4K Ultra HD releases in a limited edition set that I talked with the studios. It's a combination of several studios working together to release this limited edition only set. Now, they gave me the exact numbers, and in the press release you can see right there, 5,150 copies only. Once those sell out, they are very specific. There will never be another reprint or another re-release of this behind the scenes book that has all the discs included, because it's a combination of numerous studios working together. Now, for the 6 films included in this, you're getting To Catch a Thief. It includes the new great native 4K transfer with the restoration they did that fixed all of those issues. It looks the best I've ever seen it on 4K in this release. You're getting that transfer on a disc in that set, but it's not this Paramount Presents, which has the slipcover and all of that. It's just the disc on its own. You're also getting Rear Window, which I previously reviewed here on this channel in my Alfred Hitchcock film collection reviews. I did exclusive 4K versus Blu-ray image comparisons of all the previous Alfred Hitchcock film collections on 4K. That's available right now on this channel, all of those reviews. If you have not checked those out yet, I dived into and did massive work to do image comparisons on every one of those 4K releases. You're also getting Vertigo. You're getting Psycho. You're also getting North by Northwest, which is coming up here. That's included as a disc in this set as well. And we're getting The Bird. So all of those releases combined together in this limited edition, basically book set, that has a bunch of behind the scenes, essays, pictures. It's going to have new behind the scenes photos, basically artwork. You've got things like storyboards, stills, and basically behind the scenes essays, all included in this limited edition set. But Very important to understand, 5,150 only. Now I finally have the official release date from DreamWorks and Universal Studios for The Wild Robot. It's coming out on December 3rd. And we're going to be getting in a collector's edition slipcover set. Now they were specific, there's no limited edition steelbook. This is the only 4K release for this film. It's coming with a 4K transfer, Dolby Vision, HDR10 master, and an immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix, plus a bunch of bonus features exclusive to the 4K release. I am excited because the collector's edition artwork is very nice, and a lot of these premium slipcovers they do have embossing on them. They're usually really high gloss with metallic on them, so I do like those limited edition slipcovers that Universal does, and this film is an amazing sci-fi adventure with some comedy and humor. It's a wonderful film you need to experience, and this is one of those. The film itself comes highly recommended. Very excited for this upcoming 4K release. Now we're also going to be getting another amazing classic film with Cary Grant, The Talk of the Town, from 1942 with a new 4K restoration of the original camera negative. It's going to be a native 4K with Dolby Vision, HDR10 master, and DTS HD master audio mono mix. Now this is the first time they're restoring director George Stevens' original version of the film on 4K. So this is an exciting release. I love Cary Grant. He's one of my all-time favorite classic actors. The fact that we've been spoiled this year with so many massive Cary Grant films on 4K. You got To Catch a Thief, North by Northwest, Talk of the Town, and I'm just touching the surface. There have been so many other Cary Grant films I've reviewed earlier this year. Man, we are getting spoiled. This is one that took me by surprise. Sony is releasing it in a collector's limited slipcover edition set. I am very excited for this classic film because I one day hope that I can own every single Cary Grant film on 4K. That is my goal. I love all of his films and I want them all restored so that I can watch them for many years to come. Now we're also going to be getting Pumpkinhead from 1988. Now I previously reviewed this new 4K transfer here on my channel. In my top 10 movies I didn't originally have the time to review video. Now I dived into it, tested it, reviewed it, and shared all of my testing data in that video. Basically that video has a ton of reviews in it of things that at the time I didn't have time to do separate reviews of. So I did it in a massive compilation review video. This is one of those that had an amazing 4K transfer. And it's a must-own 4K release, but this is being released for the first time outside of the previously out-of-print limited edition steelbook that was a Best Buy exclusive. Basically, Best Buy stopped selling physical media, went out of print, became extremely expensive. Well, Scream Factory is doing a one-time limited edition reprint because Best Buy doesn't sell them anymore. They stopped selling and all of that junk went on. Now they're doing a one-time reprint for all of us that missed out on it. I missed out on it. Basically, they had such a small amount, and then that was right around the time when Best Buy announced they were stopping to release physical media, so they sold out, went really expensive on the aftermarket. Now is the time. One-time reprint only. I love the artwork on the steelbook. You can see the inside, the outside. Really enjoyed the film. It's one of those really good horror thrillers from the 80s that I have a blast watching every year. Great time of the year for it. Well, it is coming out one-time reprint in this limited edition steelbook. Once these sell out, these are always extremely expensive on the aftermarket. But now's your warning. Do not wait on this one. If you are interested in this in the slightest and you collect limited edition steelbooks, this one was going for almost 200 bucks. Last time I checked on eBay, it was 180 to about 160. That's what they were going for, that people were buying them on eBay. This is the time that if you're interested in this at all, do not wait. Go down and pre-order your copy so that way you get one of these. That's what I did. It's an instant pre-order for me. I love collecting these steelbooks. Now for a massive title that I revealed and announced in my Studio Insider video series almost a month ago, we are getting Legends of the Fall from 1994 for its 30th anniversary, the epic Edward Zwick Western film. Now this is one of those that I absolutely love with Brad Pitt in it. Now in my Studio Insider video, I announced this and shared that Sony was working on this for later this year. Now I can share with you the official release date is December 3rd, same specs that I announced in my Studio Insider video. It's getting a new 4K restoration of the original camera negative, a native 4K, Dolby Vision HDR10 master, and a brand new immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. I was very excited when I originally announced that in my Studio Insider that Sony was working on a Dolby Atmos audio mix. I'm thrilled this one's coming out. If you've watched that video, you know how thrilled I am. Man, I love this film. It's one of my favorite Brad Pitt films. Up there with Meet Joe Black. I love that film. That is one of those that I'm looking forward to on 4K. And the fact that Sony let me know over a month ago that they were providing a Dolby Atmos mix for this is great news. I'm very excited and I'm glad I can share with you now the actual official release date that you'll be able to own it and hold it in your hand and watch it at home. Now, if you haven't checked out my Studio Insider video series, that ongoing series that I do every month contains a ton of information of stuff that the studios share with me. Basically behind the scenes information that I'm privy to about stuff that they're working on, restorations, stuff that a lot of the times is way in advance of the release date, just like with this. So it's always one of those things, it's a fun time. I love that video series, sharing a bunch of stuff that I get to know about. Little things that are basically hidden stuff behind the scenes, and I know a lot of you all really enjoy that video series as well. So if you haven't checked out all of the previous episodes, you're going to want to go check those out as well. Now, jumping out to December 10th, we're getting a big release in Stir of Echoes. From 1999, for its 25th anniversary, they're releasing an Amazon exclusive limited edition slipcover steelbook set. So it's a limited edition slipcover that has a steelbook in it, that basically the slipcover comes off with different artwork, but it is from Lionsgate, limited print run only, and it is Amazon exclusive only. It will come with a new native 4K transfer, Dolby Vision HDR10 master, and a brand new immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. But Lionsgate was very specific. There is no standard 4K release coming out later on. Another limited edition steelbook release only. Once this sells out, Lionsgate says it's not being reprinted, it sells out, it's gone. It is a very limited print run, and that Amazon exclusive link that I'm putting there down below is the only retailer and the only place you can buy this from. So if you're interested in this film at all on 4K, do not wait. I'm warning you right now, and this is your warning. These Lionsgate limited edition steelbooks do not last very long, especially when this is the only way to own the 4K transfer. Once these go out of print, they become ridiculously priced on the aftermarket. They're ridiculously expensive. So if you're interested in this one at all, do not wait. Make sure to go down and pre-order yours immediately. Now, jumping out to December 13th, another massive announcement. We are getting one of my favorite World War II classic films of all time, A Bridge Too Far, from 1977, with a brand new 4K scan and restoration of the original 35mm camera negative. This is going to have a native 4K transfer, Dolby Vision HDR10 master, and DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. But this is from Imprint, and it is in a limited edition box set. These are very limited as well. They don't reprint these limited edition box sets. They don't reprint all the contents. It comes with a book commemorating the 80th anniversary of the World War II mission, Operation Market Garden, on September 1944. I absolutely love everything World War II, and this movie is one of those. It has a massive ensemble cast. Sean Connery, Robert Redford, the list goes on and on. It is one of those epic, wonderful World War II films. Now, I will warn you, this will sell out and be over $500-600 on the aftermarket, because this is a very pricey limited edition to begin with, because of the contents and the amount of work that this boutique label did on restoring this massive film. They said the work that was involved in this was just epic. The amount of time and work they did to provide this and the quality that it's coming out in is why it is a more expensive release with all the contents than the limited edition casing. As you can see from the big announcement, there is a massive plethora of bonus behind the scenes, commentary, special features that are exclusive to this limited edition release. But I will warn you right now, if you are excited about this World War II film and you love the film, do not wait, because these Imprint limited edition releases are printed in very small batches and quantities, and they always sell out and go out of print. If you followed Imprint at all, they always sell out all of their limited editions and they go out of print. This one will be no exception. I'm excited for this one immensely. massive World War II fan here. Now, continuing to talk about imprint here, we're also getting the NeverEnding Story from 1984. For its 40th anniversary, it's coming out in a limited edition leatherette movie storybook replica that is massive, and it actually has a metal medallion that was made to resemble exactly what the medallion is that's on the book in the actual movie. And the book is supposed to be the same size as what you see in the movie as well. It's huge, it's a leatherette, and it is beautiful. It's probably one of the coolest looking limited edition box sets I've ever seen. Now, previously on this channel, I reviewed the German release of the German cut of the film on 4K. I did that many years ago, maybe 6-7 years ago when I reviewed this on 4K. Now, this upcoming release includes a brand new 4K restoration of the original camera negative for the US theatrical cut, which has the Le Mans song in it and all the original music, as well as the German cut of the film, which is what this 4K release is. You get both versions and cuts of the films on separate 4K discs. Now, the set has 5 discs included in it. It's a massive set. It has gold foil emblems on it, and it's basically really heavily designed. It's got bookmarks throughout it, tons of behind the scenes content. Massive work was done on the special features content that's exclusive to this set. Behind the scenes, commentaries, all sorts of contents for it, as well as tons of movie memorabilia, artwork, art cards. On top of that restoration they did of the original 35mm camera negatives, the transfers for both are native 4Ks with Dolby Vision HDR10 masters and DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. It's a region-free box set, but I will warn you, this one is very specific as well. It states it in the press release, which I'm sharing with you right there. There is no reprints coming of this whatsoever. Once this sells out, it is gone. They will not reprint this ever again. The studio was very specific about this one. No reprints whatsoever, and it is expensive. I will warn you though, it is extremely expensive because it's in a massive leather book with basically the actual metal medallions, all of the artwork and all the big book inside there with the 5 discs and all of the work they did on the restoration for it. That is why they said this is such an expensive limited edition collection. But I'm making sure I warned all of you, if you are wanting to own this and have this on 4K, do not wait, because this is such a limited pressing. No reprints ever again. And I put the direct Amazon sale links for this right down there below. Now, jumping out to December 17th, we're getting Snake Eyes, the really good Brian De Palma, Nicolas Cage, basically mystery thriller. It is a slick film. I like the film a lot. It's got a lot of twists and turns, and it's basically you're trying to figure out what's going on, and a lot of the times at the end I still just sit there saying to myself, man, it really had me guessing the whole time. I have a blast watching it every single time. Nicolas Cage was at the top of his game during this era in the 90s. Now, this originally came out in 1998, and they're doing a brand new 4K restoration of the original camera negative, along with Dolby Vision HDR10 Master and lossless DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix. Now, for this cult classic film, it'll come with a limited edition slipcover on it. I really like how they're using the actual artwork that was previously on the Blu Ray I own, because I really like that artwork with the purple and the greens. And Nicolas Cage's character just kind of staring straight out at us. I loved his suits. They were so over the top in that film. Well, this is one of those that I'm thrilled is finally coming out on 4K. Now, same day and date, we're also going to be getting Terrifier 3, the 2024 gut-churning horror film. Not my cup of tea. There's a lot of films I get excited about. This one I am not excited about at all. It's not something I'm interested in. I have zero desire to see this, but I know a lot of you are excited for it. There are a lot of you that enjoy these really over the top, just kind of gut churning, just something that I just don't have a desire to watch. Well, this film is coming out in 3 different flavors. It is coming out in a limited collector's edition box set with a bunch of movie memorabilia, art cards, behind the scenes, limited edition boxing, really big and more expensive limited collector's edition set that you can see there, as well as they are releasing a limited edition steelbook on its own. It's a limited edition steelbook just for the film with the special features, and then it'll come in a standard slipcover case. Now, I'm putting all of the links for all the different versions of this down below. It is available for a limited time in those limited edition Steelbook and the limited collector's edition box set. If you're wanting all of those goodies like what I'm showing you comes in that, make sure to pre-order your copy, because my understanding is because it's a more boutique release, there is limited copies of this being printed for the Steelbook and for that collector's limited edition box set. So I'll put all of those directly down there below for you. Now let me know in the comment section below, are you excited for this one? Do you like those like gut churning, more over the top, I guess they call them like torture gut churning films? They're just not something for me, but I know a lot of you get excited about it. So let me know if you're one of those that like those like gut churning type horror films. Now this is the part of the video series that I know a lot of you really look forward to and enjoy every single week. I'd love to see all of your love and excitement for this part of the video series. And let me tell you, we got some big ultimate limited edition collections to talk about here. So for my big 4K news and updates segment, the latest Ultimate Collector's limited edition box set that I just got in is the Green Mile Ultimate Collector set. Now this has less than 100 copies remaining before it goes out of print and becomes extremely expensive on the aftermarket. Now if you're like me and you've been collecting these, which I know there's thousands of you that are excited about these every week when I share these, there's less than 100 copies of these remaining. This is what it looks like. It comes in the very gorgeous, like with metallic artwork for Green Mile. Now, I previously reviewed the transfer of this. That's available on this channel. I did an exclusive 4K versus Blu-ray image comparison. So if you want to know the image quality of the discs that are contained in this, that review is available right now on this channel. I love the film, and the 4K transfer is very beautiful. Well, it does come in this Ultimate Limited Edition box set that goes perfectly with all of the previous Ultimate Collector's Editions. It does come with 2 stickers. You peel those off. There's no residue. It looks gorgeous. It does say the Green Mile on the side as well. And I love how they're in these premium hard cases. Now inside you have your 4K discs. Then you get this really gorgeous behind the scenes glossy book. I love these like books. They're a really good read. It talks about behind the scenes with the cast and pictures, and it's a very enjoyable read. I love these glossy behind the scenes books. And then you get your packet of movie memorabilia. This has behind the scenes cards, all of your behind the scenes cards, and all of them are really glossy and gorgeous. And then you get a 2-sided poster with the different artworks on them. I love all of these extra movie memorabilia. And this truly is the Ultimate Limited Collector's Edition box set. Love collecting these. Warner Brothers does an outstanding job. They're one of the best premium movie collectibles on the market. If you love these films, you need to own them in these Ultimate Limited Collector's Edition sets, because there's so much extra contents, the books and everything else, that it's really fun to just sit down and look through it. My kids love looking through it. I love reading the contents, and I absolutely love how these look on their shelf. They just look absolutely premium, and they're one of those really cool collectibles. But I'm warning you right now, do not wait. There's less than 100 copies remaining before this one goes out of print, and then it becomes extremely expensive on the aftermarket. Now, my understanding is Warner Brothers printed less than 4,000 copies of these, and that's why there were so few of these available worldwide. I put that direct Amazon sale link down there below. Make sure to go down and click through that immediately so you don't miss out on this one either, especially if you've been collecting these. Now, another big Ultimate Limited Collector's Edition set is for National Lampoon's Vacation. Now, mine has not come in yet, so I'm holding my original disc that I did a review of here on this channel. If you want to know the actual 4K transfer and the quality of it, I did an exclusive 4K versus Blu-ray, but the Ultimate Limited Collector's Edition set has this artwork on the inside of the case, but the outside has very unique artwork on the outside boxing. It comes in the exact same Ultimate Limited Collector's Edition boxing outside as what I just showed you for the Green Mile. Comes with all of those extra goodies, art cards, behind the scenes books, all of that contents for the Ultimate Limited Collector's Edition set is included with that big hard outside case. I absolutely love them. That was another one I was hugely excited for, but there is less than 50 copies remaining of National Lampoon's Vacation Ultimate Limited Collector's Edition set. So the second you're watching this, go down and click through that Amazon link down there below. There's less than 50 remaining as of me posting this video. And I do not see those lasting a couple of hours after I post this video. That's going to be sold out. So the second you watch this, make sure to go down and click through that link so you get a chance to own the Ultimate Limited Collector's Edition set for this great comedy classic film. Now, make sure to comment in the comment section below and let me know if you were able to order any of these Ultimate Limited Collector's Edition sets. I'm always curious how many of you get to own these before they go out of print. They always become extremely expensive on the aftermarket, so that's why I try to let you know the second I find them and find out that they're going out of print, I share them in this video series. Now, it's always extremely important that you support the creation of these videos by clicking and buying through those direct Amazon sale links I pinned as a comment in the comment section right below this video. Those links down there truly do mean the world to this channel. The only way I can always continue to do this full time with all of you, do all this work creating these massive announcement videos, is through you, my viewers and subscriber support, by always clicking and buying through those direct Amazon sale links down there below and joining my Collectors VIP Club. It truly does matter all the support you give through my Collectors VIP Club, and when you buy through those links down there, that's how I can spend all this time putting all this love and care into creating these massive videos that keep you updated on all the latest and greatest news going on in the physical media industry. There's so much going on that even I have a hard time keeping track of it. But I spend all this time gathering all this, keeping track of things going out of print, and the only way I can always do it, it's always through your support. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for the growth on the channel. I'm blown away. I want to say thank you for supporting this channel. Buying through those links truly does mean the world to me and my family. I love doing this. I love sharing the joy of collecting and owning physical media. It's such a great time. As always, I truly hope all of you have a blessed day, and I've always got something new, early, exclusive, and exciting coming out very soon.